So far.
Or you know what else? The lawyer could look at it as, you probably didn't do this, but you got something. And usually once the floodgates open, the rest of them come. So
what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So a woman who alleges she was sexually assaulted by Puff Daddy has amended her lawsuit to include allegations that she was also assaulted by Jay-Z at the same party. The lawsuit was initially filed against Combs in October, but on Sunday the woman added Jay-Z as a defendant in the civil lawsuit. So Jay-Z is the first celebrity to be accused of sexual assault in connection to Puff Daddy. In a statement addressed to CNN, Jay-Z called the allegations so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whoever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? The woman, who is identified as Jen Doe, says she was 13 years old at the time she was allegedly assaulted by Jay-Z and Puff Daddy at an after party following the Video Music Awards in 2000.
It signed an NDA, it never happened, and we just came up on some money.
Yeah. The hope is that he's going to settle to avoid even just the circus of, the court of public opinion.
Public scrutiny.
Yeah. But
the problem with that is if you do that and the information somehow comes out at some point, now you look
pay
worse.
Which is an admission of guilt in some people's eyes.
Yeah.
Do you think that the NFL tries to sever ties with Jay?
no.
I think anybody with a brain kind of can see a little bit through this, or maybe just don't believe it.
Let's hold on. Let's just be fair. Yeah, that's our opinion.
That's my opinion.
But we don't know for sure nothing.
Correct.
I don't put nothing past nobody. Don't get me wrong. His character and the things that he has shown us thus far, I would want to believe in that. But I've been disappointed by other people in the past. So I'm prepared for, even with the words that he said, he's a clever man. So don't get me wrong. If he wanted to lie and make it sound good, he know how to do it. I'm not saying I believe that. I'm just saying I want to leave enough room for if at some point one of my heroes disappoint me, I'm not now looking like.
And that's why I said based on the information I got so far.
Or you know what else? The lawyer could look at it as, you probably didn't do this, but you got something. And usually once the floodgates open, the rest of them come. So whatever you do got back there, you might want to settle this just to keep it from going out.
Yeah, because when you said
it could be something just as simple as that.
When you said earlier about, with the Diddy shit, there's been questionable things. You said, with Jay, I disagree. That to me, there are some things that if I wanted to pick at and question past wise, I could. That would just be me picking for straws. But we've heard stories about the Foxy shit and the questions about.
But she's just
denied or whatever.
But all right, now if I take that example with someone like Michael was accused by something. Someone said at a certain point he never did nothing, and then years later came back and said, well, actually that was a lie, I was just saying that, and he actually did. I get it. It hates for me to have to try to see things on both sides just because I don't want to lean on the possibility that none of this shit could be true.
Because it's hero worship too at some point. It's like, I don't want to believe that my favorite singer, rapper, athlete, whatever did something. I'm more inclined to give them the benefit of the doubt. In this case, I think the evidence isn't really there, but in general, because I don't want to stop listening to a certain album. I don't want to stop watching a certain game. I didn't watch the football game, and I didn't watch the Eagles win the Super Bowl because I'm like, I don't watch the NFL anymore after Colin Kaepernick. It's like, if I stand on the principle, I don't want to rock with it no more. So I don't need nobody else. Because when I read that lawsuit, it had Diddy, didn't mention Jay-Z eventually, but it also said an unnamed woman R&B singer. I don't know who it is. I don't want to speculate. But I was sitting there like, please don't let it be nobody that you... Don't let it be the person in my head, but also please don't let it be nobody that I love, because I can't go with them 3-4 albums. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, because we want to...
I think I know.
Yeah, I hope it's not.
Yeah.
I hope it's not.
Well, he says that he wants the person to come forward. So at the time, they were 13. Now they're, probably they're in their 30s.
Yeah.
So do you think...
37.
Yeah. 40. Do you think that that's like a legitimate ask?
I do. I mean, Jane Doe laws are for a reason. It's to shield people from power dynamics, from power, from harassment. They're legitimate. There's a reason why people have them.
So wouldn't this classify exactly as that? Power dynamics and...
Maybe. But at 37, at least you have an argument. Whereas if she were 13, I'd say no, keep that child's name out here. But at 37, I mean, there's a conversation to be had, because I can't investigate. I can't find any counter evidence. I can't do anything to defend myself if I don't know who I'm fighting against.
Sure. Right.
That's the hard part. It has to be fair for everybody.
So in my opinion, that just solidifies a money grab for me.
That solidifies a money grab. If you did something to me and I want to look in the eye of my accuser and say, yo, y'all remember when I was blah, 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 y'all did that shit. That's my stance. Y'all did that shit. Y'all remember me? Yeah, I'm back. Y'all did that shit.
Especially today.
Fam, I'm
in
not.
the climate we in now,
I'm not beat.
this would be, you know what I'm saying? Like a couple years ago, I get it, but the way shit is moving today, it's almost like you damn near protect. You're not being ashamed as you once were.
Yeah. As the accused, 100%. If you're accused of that, I'm on the same time. Who are you? Let's.
I deserve to face my
I
accuser.
deserve that. For the accuser,
I still want to. I want you
for
to
the
see
accuser who might not want to deal with the public scrutiny of now everyone knowing your name
And
now
the victim
looking up
blaming.
Yep.
I'm just saying that's a side of it. If it's a real accuser, they might choose to go that route because they don't want to deal with the backlash that now comes with convicting or accusing someone's hero. That could be a natural stance that people take.
I mean, if I'm a victim of Diddy and y'all telling me he's blowing up people's cars and putting hits on people, these are all allegations. I'm not saying the truth or not. I'm just saying if I heard all that, I might not want you knowing my name.
For sure.
You know the sad part about it is that a lot of if they're lying, it takes away from the real victims that's going through things. And that's what I hate.
Of course it does.
I mean, a lot of things that were tolerated back in the days are no longer tolerated. And I'm not co-signing it, but there were things that you were able to get away with back in the days that you're no longer able to get away with now. And it doesn't take away from the fact that it was wrong back then. What I'm saying is that there are real victims out here going through real things and that are scared to talk and can't talk because of intimidation. And then we have situations like this where they use the essay or all these negative things that are done to women and children to put it on somebody that may have nothing to do with it. And what does that say? Right? What are you telling the people and what are you telling the victims? Now, if we find out that it's a lie on Jay-Z, what about the other people that has been scared to come forward?
It creates the boy.
It's acquaintance
From what I read, it was alleged that she kind of waited out, trying to get into some shit, and the limo driver spotted her,
"Stay
and
here."
then said, "Stay here.
No.
You could come with us to the after party or something like that."
And then on top of that, you got
allegedly.
Yo,
according
has
to
anybody ever seen Jay-Z outside? Like, let's be clear. We all
Yes.
are industry.
Yeah.
Even if we're not industry, we affiliated. We 2-3 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
You not just walking up to Jay-Z, my nigga. Them niggas is the size of mountains that be around Jay-Z.
You ain't hear what he said though.
Yeah.
The limo driver saw a third.
Well, this was 2000.
I was gonna say this is 2000. No.
2000.
In 2000, Jay-Z was still walking around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was. Like I was working.
He was walking around with ThatA and them.
Yeah. So remember that clip that was going around talking about the time, chaos and
I remember, yes.
September 11th and Jay-Z's album and stuff like that. That club he used to come to, and he would be there early, and he would be in my section. We just sit there and chat and stuff like that because he really didn't drink. He was just buying shit for all of his friends and stuff. But the point is that he was not walking around the way that he walks around now.
He wasn't presidential.
Yeah. Because this was 2000, 2001, 2002.
Got you. Hard Knock Life sold 5 million albums in 1998. Right? So we are still talking about a successful businessman. Not saying that this man or successful businessman can't do this. What I'm saying is his accessibility and the level of his accessibility is not just so Joe Schmo could just be like, yo, come here. That's
Agreed.
not happening, fam.
Agreed.
And
I walked up to Hov and got an autograph in 2000, personally.
Yeah, a lot of people.
The Nets game.
Even 05 niggas walked up to Jay-Z and
My nigga,
by
we
knowing them like.
I think we talking about mute points.
But hold on, wait. Here's the thing.
To me, there's a big point here about the music industry, which is when you got. Okay, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. What I'm saying is that it makes you look at it a little bit deeper, meaning that if you at the door or at the VMAs after party and you're allowing 2 men to walk in with a 13-year-old or a girl that looks young, then it's a way bigger picture that's leading on. That's how I feel, right? This is not what is she?
This industry is full of enablers and
Can we just be honest?
That's where I was.
Can we just have an honest moment about this industry? Just honestly. anything that they want to happen can happen however they need it to happen. I'm not saying it's happening in these manners. I'm not saying it's happening like exactly like that. I'm just saying this situation, and Jay spoke to it in his statement. This is fucked up because there's really things that are happening to kids like this.
Yeah,
we've heard many stories. If you speak to almost anybody in Hollywood, the Coreys and all of them, they'll tell you that we were young kids and we were being snuck into stuff. We were being given drinks. So this is not like unfathomable, but I think what Jay is saying is like, this is what's so fucked up about is that you use real life situations that actually happen into this industry and try to attach me to it. And I'm the furthest thing from that. And now I don't want to even fight the point of, well, shit like this don't happen. Or who the hell has their 13-year-old child out? No, they be 13-year-old child out. It's just don't attach my name to it.
And even if I'm a fucked up parent and I sent my kid there or was irresponsible, they still shouldn't get sexually assaulted, right? True. And part of the problem with the music industry is a lot of time when you have young kids, and again, let me be clear, I don't believe this accusation against Jay-Z. I actually don't believe it. I think Jay-Z Jay-Z didn't do this. That's just my opinion. I'm going by the circumstantial evidence and my gut. I just don't believe it. But in general, there are teenagers who want to be stars. And parents get sold a bill of goods. Yo, we're gonna make your kid a big star. We're gonna make him rich. We're gonna make him famous. I got your kid. I'm in charge. And a lot of these parents in good faith, give their kids to these people. And that's how they end up at these award shows. That's how they end up staying at people's houses for 6 months. That's how they end up getting guardianship. And that's how people's kids get molested and hurt and exploited. And I'm just saying part of it is this whole industry encourages parents to give them their children. And as parents, we got to be like, fuck no.
I have a question for you. What would be the reason that this lawyer or this victim attached Jay-Z's name to this?
He's a shakedown. It would be a shakedown. If that's what's happening, it would be a shakedown. Very simple. If somebody called you right now, Flip, you as Flip, and said, yo, I heard you I got some wild shit on you, I'm about to put it on the shade room, you give me $100, I won't do it. You probably, $100 is a low enough amount of money for you that you just would give them $100 so you ain't got to deal with the accusation.
Mark, can we speak to the fact that I think a lot of these lawyers now, they just as savvy as the information and stuff that's being spread online and on YouTube and all the other shit, that they'll just, like, when the Puff shit first started coming out, you had these little think pieces of people trying to now attach Jay to it. Oh, that's his friend. And I think they be like, oh, you know what? That does make a little sense. I could kind of tie that in. I think that's what that is.
And then